Park is one of the biggest acts of the last 20 years. More than 100 million records sold, and vocalist, guitarist, songwriter, etc., Mike Shinoda is not slowing down anytime soon.
A band of brothers formed in a California bedroom that would conquer the world.
I don't know why, doesn't even matter how hard you try.
But the enormous highs were followed by terrible lows. The death of vocalist Chester Bennington in 2017 rocked the group to its core.
I want you guys to sing it so loud that Chester can hear you. Are you ready to do that?
But the band has pressed on, and almost 2 decades after that California bedroom, founding member Mike Shinoda is back in Australia, and he's making us all feel a little numb. Well, I was a crazy fan,
yes.
One of the crazy fans, and Mike joins us now in the studio.
Here
what a great buzz
Hey,
for us.
Mike.
How are you, Mikey? Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to see you.
You too.
Boy, where's all that time gone?
I know, right?
You know, I knew something was up the other day with your Instagram when you had the 4 lines going on your hair. Compared to back in the day, you know, it's new beginnings.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a great ride. I was just thinking the other day, you know, growing up a kid who was obsessed with drawing and making music, and I had no loss for ideas and inspiration, and I would just be so excited to share it with my friends. And I was thinking just the other day, like, how grateful I am that it's still, this many years later, I still feel that way. Like, I still feel like the ideas are flowing, and I still feel like when I post some mysterious images online and, and indicate to people that I might be, doing something.
Well, I was talking.
They get excited. And it's such a nice feeling. I'm really grateful for it.
And it's pretty incredible. I mean, you started this as a dream, obviously, in your bedroom as a kid, as you just mentioned there. But like, we rocked out to you. I remember, singing your songs when I was in high school, and still a generation on, you're rocking out. Yeah,
I mean, one thing that's really wonderful for me is to stay fresh. I think staying a student of it, like. I always approach each of the things I've done, from the 7 studio records with Linkin Park to my solo stuff, hip hop side projects. Like I've always gone into each project trying to learn things, like looking at it as what can I get better at this time. And in the last few years, actually, I've been staying off the microphone and really working in a writer-producer role. I got to work with Demi Lovato, Deftones, and actually I was in the studio a bit with Australia's own G Flip.
Oh, awesome. We love G Flip.
Yeah, and by the shout out to G, I know she's playing in town.
Yeah.
But at the end of last year, I think I kind of turned a corner, and I thought, I really miss making my own stuff, like making it for me, because there's something about the artistic statement of doing it for yourself.
Do you know, and this is, I know it's difficult, but when Chester passed, that's difficult for fans, let alone how horrendous it must be for the band members and for you guys who are so close and loved. How do you navigate through that and then find your love and passion and voice for the music again?
I think, like, one of the things about us is we've never shied away from like being very communicative about those emotions. It was actually, I mean, if you think about it, it was one of the things that set us apart from other bands when we came out. At the time when we came out, everything was very like macho, and it was like almost like fist fight music. And ours, we just never identified with that. We told the label when we first got signed, we told people, like, we want to be able to kind of express these more, it's like almost like a more introverted kind of thing, right? And having enough time in a career to kind of like develop those voices and styles that can support that, the kind of songs that you can sing those lyrics over in different ways. I think it really gave me a really good avenue to express some of that a few years ago, with solo music. And then now I think I'm ready to take on it, just like diving back into more of the root, like the DNA of what I do. And I think I've got something new, some things that are new on the way, and I'm not saying too much about them, but I think that Linkin Park fans will be really excited. I think it'll be really it'll feel really familiar to them.
Well, it's awesome. Look, on the day when the Stones are releasing their first album, I mean, they're now in their 120s, these guys.
You got a long way to go,
so
Mike.
We really do look forward to more great stuff from you. You're a real pleasure to meet in person.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Great to see you back down under after
Australia
so many years. Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Karl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Karl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?